Hey, what's up guys, aarava here, and welcome back to another episode of my F1 Road to Glory series for 2020. Last time out, we had a less than ideal situation, and one that I'm not really used to either in this series. Gasly goes a little bit defensive, we go round the outside, stamping our authority on the tip. Oh my, and it's gone. And see, what that was the car literally could not contain my genius. But alas, we move on, and hopefully this time around, the car the team build me can actually contain that genius that just spewed away. That I'm adamant, I'm maintaining that was what happened there. It wasn't the curb, it wasn't my driving, it's never my fault. And you've got to admit, our car has a track record for having that poor build quality.
The only thing is they forgot to sand it. If you run, you get splinters off it. To be honest, it's made out of floorboards. It's unbelievable.
But yes, here we are then, and eagle-eyed viewers would have maybe noticed at the very start there, we are actually at the Chinese Grand Prix. Now, I know in 2020, in real life, the Chinese Grand Prix is being postponed, but we're here on a video game. Coronavirus cannot get to us here, so we're all fine and safe. So we're going to attempt the Chinese Grand Prix, just because I think it could be a good circuit for us, to be honest. You've got that long back straight. I know we can abuse our power, so that's mainly the only reason we're keeping it in the series. You've got to take advantage of it, because if we didn't, I mean, what are we even doing here? Like, what was the point of building a car that's good in a straight line if we don't come to the Chinese Grand Prix? Like, honestly. And like last episode, we come here with no upgrades failing on the car again, because we didn't actually purchase any, but we continue. That's a 100% record this season of parts not failing, I think you'll find. So that is improvement. And as you can see by the chart as well here on the R&D graph, really not that fast actually. No one else around is really upgrading. The only team that's upgraded is the lowest team, Toro Rosso there, or Alpha Tauri rather. But obviously they're still called Toro Rosso in the game right now. But third place for us, and we're still there. No one's improved to China, so I think we're finessing this actually. We're choosing the right time not to upgrade the car. We know we've got some bigger updates coming for the Spanish Grand Prix, so I think we're sitting pretty now. And so with that, I think it's now time to take on qualifying. We barrel into turn one. Overcast conditions at the moment. A lot of understeer kicking in on the long right-hander into turns 1 and 2. The car looking okay though in the top left, but then we go down to P16 on the exit. Can't get the power down quite, and Vettel pulling away, and to my dismay, we're in P15 by the end of the long straight into the hairpin. Even more understeer at that right-hander as we come through to the last corner. P15 still. Can we make anything on the exit? We go very wide indeed, but even that's not going to help us. And across the line for P14.
Sorry about that. Just wasn't our day.
I'd just like to take back what I said earlier in the episode. So we're going to attempt the Chinese Grand Prix, just because I think it could be a good circuit for us, to be honest. Yeah, so I'm not very good right now this season. Gasly's beating us again. He's in the top 10, P9, and we're down there in P14. So much for our car being great. You know what? I never liked China anyway, and I didn't want to come here. I think I'm actually getting a bit of a chesty cough. You know, I think I might be contracting coronavirus from the game's Chinese Grand Prix. I think we should abandon this episode, lads. Let's not go. Let's not carry on. We've already been here for Friday and Saturday. I think we should leave, go in quarantine. Who needs the Grand Prix anyway? The show must unfortunately, though, go on, and we go to Sunday for race day, hoping that this Sunday is much better than the Saturday we had, and we can, well, at least, you know, the minimum here is trying to beat Gasly, and even if it's just one position ahead of him here, because at the moment, after last episode's performance and this one so far, this is not good. We're losing our footing as the #1 driver, the man to take Williams to glory. This is the road to glory by Aarava. This is not the road to glory by Pierre Gasly. If he wants to do that, he should get his own YouTube channel.
Okay, so you're lower on the grid than we wanted. Let's make the start count.
I see how it is. Jeff being very condescending there. No need for it, chat. No need for it. It's not like you're a great engineer anyway. What have you done for me? So we move then into the strategy made by Jeff, but I'm not going to probably listen to it. I mean, I know you can't mess up a one-stop, but it is Williams, so we probably could mess up a one-stop. Soft tire onto the mediums. Basically, we've just got to go for it. Really, there's no other way about it. Got to hope the car actually is okay in a straight line. P9 because it didn't look like it in qualifying, but maybe with higher fuel levels, maybe the other cars might be even slower, hopefully, and that's where we can gain the advantage. But it needs to be a good race, and like I said, we need to be beating Gasly at the minimum. And so here we go then to 5 red lights to the Chinese Grand Prix in 2020. Yeah, the lights are out and we're underway here in Shanghai. A lot of wheel spin for us as we try and get the power down in this car. They're wobbling as Kvyat goes down the inside. The Haas with a good start there. 3-1 up ahead. And oh, there's a car off on the left. And the full safety car has been called out. We somehow managed to go around the outside of Pierre Gasly, I think. But I think in the distance there, I think one of the Red Bulls peeled off on the runoff area. And Verstappen, it's Verstappen out of the Chinese Grand Prix. And somehow, look at this. We've somehow finessed it big time. How have we managed that? The safety car came out and we've somehow overtaken many cars under the safety car, up to P9, no less, and ahead of our teammate Pierre. How have we actually met? I'm pretty sure this is a little bit illegal, but we're going to skirt over that. This is the replay then of what actually happened. We're going to focus on that Red Bull on the right there of your screen. Max Verstappen gets a good start then. He's actually side by side with his teammate, no less, and it looks like it might be Red Bull contact. Yes, it is! And that front right tyre pops off like a bottle cap there, and Verstappen out of the GP. One less car to worry about for everyone then. And, well, you know what? He did us a great favour, so I might even get him a beer later in the paddock, because now we're here on lap number 3 at the safety car restart nearly, and we're in P9. You love to see it. You really do. It's top shithousery at its best, and it's what here at Williams we live for. I mean, remember, from Season 2, we are technically a registered charity company. The company is not a limited private company for profit. We're a charity-based company. It's in the fine print, and therefore all the teams have to oblige. And so it's taken some time. It's taken 3 episodes, but finally some charity has come through. They're all so kind, aren't they? So here we are then on the restart of the Grand Prix, and hoping for some more charity. We only had one corner, remember, of actual racing, so he's hoping there's some more to come. But very loose rear end there means the exit wasn't too great on that safety car restart there, and so we're firmly still in P9, having to try and warm up the tyres a little bit by wiggling around on the straights. But let's keep this going and try and do the best job we can. But into turn 1, straight away getting hit with a wash of understeer, and it feels slightly different compared to what we had in qualifying here. Through the next left, not too great either. On the exit as well, feeling a little bit uneasy, and as we look on the heads-up display, I notice the front left of the front wing is slightly lime green there, and the lockup on the front right there, and the massive amount of understeer on the next right-hander just confirms to me there, I think we've got some issues here. Like, I don't know how this is out. Maybe a bit of debris from the Red Bull flicked our front wing, or you know, maybe at some point under the safety car, maybe glove tapped the Haas. I don't know how, but we've got a bit of damage on the front left, and so we're at another scenario where we might have to give the position to Gasly as a team effort here. You can see I'm already holding up the Frenchman there, go defensive on the left-hand side, lock up there once again. So we've gone from what was such a great opening few laps there for us up into P9 ahead of our teammate, and now we're back to square one. The same scenario maybe as we had at the Australian Grand Prix, where we've got some damage on the car, and it's better to let the teammate through, because here comes Pierre Gasly at a rate of knots in a straight line there. I'm going to try my best to try and outbrake him and defend the position, but he's basically just got me there, so we're going to ease off and just let him through. And we've got to come in. There's debris there through the hairpin. Thank God we didn't get a punch from that, but we've got to come in now. Surely we've got to change this front wing. I can't do a whole race with a bit of damage on my front wing there. I can feel the understeer's already been so bad already, and it's only going to technically get worse because the front wing will probably pick up more damage as we go on through, we hit the curbs and whatnot. So we have to come in for a very early pit stop. Not one I wanted to make. I thought I wanted to go to about lap 7 for my pit stop, because obviously we saved tyre wear under the safety car. But alas, we're in then for a new set of tyres and a brand new front. No! Oh my God, lads! What have you done? They've just not changed the front. They've just okay. Oh my God.
You have permission to say "oh cock."
So here we are then, fresh set of medium tyres, but not a fresh front wing. We've still got that slightly lime green front end on the left there, I've got to hope to God the tyres make up the difference, because obviously the softs are quite bad tyres around the Chinese Grand Prix. They go off quite quickly, so we need to pray that the difference of delta time gained by the new tyres is going to help the understeer, because it's not a massive amount of understeer, but like I said, it will get worse, and if it does, we're in big issues here. And at the moment, I can still kind of feel it in the corners. I'm just sort of driving around it. I've kind of adapted to it by the time we get to lap number 6 across the line. DRS finally enabled now in this second phase of the GP with the restart there, and we're up into P13 then. Sergio Perez out the pit lane with very cold tyres, so he's snaked down the inside there of the Mercedes. It's a very opportunistic move there. I knew how cold the tyres are, obviously, from myself being there one lap ago, so I knew it was going to be a little bit slow and tentative out the pit lane there, so made the most of it then, and so we're into P12, and we carry on, and the car actually has got some okay pace. So you know what, actually, maybe it was just the tyres. Maybe the front wing wasn't that bad, and yes, it is still damaged, but maybe it wasn't actually causing many issues, and maybe it was more so the fresh tyres. Because we're now going towards lap number 7, we've got a whole gaggle of cars in the pits here, and we set a personal best lap time, and across the line, the safety car is out. We just get ahead of the Red Bull Valtteri Bottas, and we're way ahead of our teammate Pierre Gasly, and once again, another safety car, another great finesse of the entire field. We've somehow managed to haggle our way up into P4. How have we forwarded this one? How we actually... We've done this twice. This is unprecedented levels of fraudulence here. I think the police are going to come after. I'm going to get the door broken down at some point here in this episode, because this is ridiculous. So we've got Sebastian Vettel, who leads this Grand Prix then. Second place and third is the McLarens. And then you've got ourselves in P4. The Red Bull of Bottas behind. Then I think that's Pierre Gasly. Or no, he's even further back there. He's 3 cars further back. The Haas, then the Mercedes, then it's Pierre Gasly. So that's how far we've jumped up, because we're whereabouts Gasly was. Because we already took Sergio Perez there in the other Mercedes car, so we've literally pulled it off. I think, you know what, if this F1 career fails, I think bank robber, you know, because I think this is one of the grandest heists ever, fooling everyone and managing to steal away P4 somehow in this Grand Prix, and it's all thanks to this. Lewis Hamilton, the Racing Point car, out of the GP. Looks like the very weak suspension arms of Season 2 of Raw to Glory have come back here after a momentary lapse in episodes 1 and 2 there, and so that helps us out greatly to get us up into P4. And we find ourselves staring at the back of Lando Norris, one of our great rivals from last season here, on the safety car restart. Lap number 9 on to 10. Here we go. 4-lap sprint then to the end of the GP, and straight away almost crashing in the back of Norris. I had to check myself through that apex there, so I don't know. He seems a little bit slow maybe. I think he might have some damage, you know, as we go through, swooping to the inside of turn 1 there. Side by side, so fine on the front left there, but we jockey for position. He's the long way around, but we're going to squeeze him out. Bit of contact made, get the elbows out, and Norris has some damage on the front right wing now, and we go the long way round, and we're up into 3rd place, the podium position now of the Chinese Grand Prix, and there might be more to come. We've still got that little lime green front wing damage on the front left, but I've not got care in the world. I'm actually now used to it. I'm actually driving with it, and we're actually looking okay in a straight line. We have the advantage still over McLaren, it seems like. And behind us, there's a massive kerfuffle on the minimap there. You can see there's a whole circle of cars. Bottas out, Hulkenberg out, Gasly out, unfortunately for him, Grosjean out there. So no matter what happens in this race, then we are definitely finishing ahead of our teammate there. And I'm pretty sure if this wasn't, if there wasn't already 2 safety cars out, I think there would have been a 3rd. But of course, there's only 2 allowed in a 25% race. But looking at this incident, you'll see why I think there might have been a 3rd if there hadn't already been 2, because this is a pile-up and a half. Absolutely biblical scenes. 5 cars, domino effect to nowhere. I mean, look, oh, that camera angle's horrendous. Gasly, oh, he looks so sad. And you can't see it, but I'm actually smiling as I said that, because I don't care. We're gonna thrash Gasly, and we're on for a podium right now, so it's wonderful stuff. And there may be more action to come in this GP, as we've got Lando Norris out, Russell out there, so we're down to 10 runners at the Chinese Grand Prix. Cafe out there. It's been an absolute bloodbath here at the oh my god, they're being taken out by the coronavirus. I've solved it all. Maybe we shouldn't have come here virtually. But moving past that massive epiphany here, we go on to the second last lap of the Grand Prix. 2 green sectors here, and we're gaining so much time in straight line now compared to Carlos Sainz. He's definitely got his engine turned down here, and so we're in P3. We're already in a podium position, but could it be even more? Through the final corner, a little bit wide there, and Sainz gets the better exit, but then we open up DRS, open up the taps of overtake mode, rich mix, and we come through and come knocking to the inside of turn 1. We blast through there. Sainz tries to have a go on the outside. We're having none of it though. We get the elbows out, and we're up into P2 of the Chinese Grand Prix. Who would have thought? You know what? I did. I called this at the start. Ignore me going back on my word halfway through the episode. I'll call this at the start. This was always going to be a great episode for us. We come through the last corner then. Sebastian Vettel will win the Chinese Grand Prix. And we come home though with amazing P2, our first podium of the season. And oh.
Well, good finish. You stepped up and achieved what we asked. Good job.
Yeah, I had a bit of an interesting time across the line there. A good time for a screen freeze. And at least I parked up the car pretty quickly there. If you think about it, I parked the car up pretty much where the podium is at China, so I think I've just been very efficient, really, with how I do things. But there it is then, our glorious brand... Wait, hang on. I think the the Williams car... Oh my god. The game has rendered in our Williams car in Parc Ferme without a front wing and without the entire front right suspension and the... I think that might be the best thing I've seen on this game, actually ever. I can't believe it rendered it in like that, broken across the line. Absolutely fantastic stuff there. What an episode this has been.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. You gained a lot of positions during the race, didn't you?
Yes, Claire. Yes, I did. And they were all on merit. Every single overtake was a triumph of skill over just mediocrity. It really was.
Another podium. You must be getting used to it up there.
I am actually. I was actually too used to it at the end of last season. That's why I gave it a break for 2 races. But then, you know what? I think it's time. Third race, third time. Like, it's time to come back on the podium. But yeah, there was a bit of boredom at the start of the season there. Can't lie. That's why.
It's safe to say you're smashing everyone's expectations, isn't it?
Well, I've been saying this for about 3 seasons now, Claire. But, you know, I think you all are setting the bar very, very low. Okay? This is a great car, a great team. And there's more of this to come.
Do you think you were lucky not to end your race with that crash?
Well, I didn't actually get in a crash, Claire. If you look carefully, real carefully, I actually finished the race. So maybe stop smoking the good stuff before we do the interview, okay? Yeah, cool, cheers.
Great. Well, that's everything.
So just like that, in a flash, I've kick-started my season now here with the second place, 18 points on the board, and that will sail us all the way up into second place in the championship then, no less. So we really kick-started, but you can see Vettel's got a massive advantage. So Ferrari are the biggest threat this season here. We've got to be out-developing them. We've got to be out developing them. I mean, you can tell it's a video game series because Ferrari are very much doing the opposite of what they're going to do in real life this season. But we move on then. So speaking about upgrades, we're going to go ahead and purchase some upgrades. We couldn't afford any more on the aero side of things, actually. I thought I'd go for a chassis upgrade, actually, a major chassis upgrade that will also come in for the Spanish Grand Prix. So quite nicely, I have 2 upgrades then pending for the Spanish Grand Prix. That does mean, for the 3rd time now, next episode, there will be no upgrade to fail. So, I'm not going to say it, but you know what I'm going to say at the start of next... Just warning you on that, okay? You need to expect these things, that I'm going to milk the kind of assets and rewards that I can milk, because we have so much crap going on from the team that I need to clutch at straws. So just warning you, I will be saying that thing that I've been saying at the start of every episode, at the start of next episode, because it's going to come true. But that has honestly been a fantastic episode for us there. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, then be sure to smash that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you are new around here, then do subscribe for weekly full-on content. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I've been aarava. Goodbye.